Well, hello there. Song number 4 is called Beautiful Bullshit by Maia from the Danish Melody Grand Prix. I'm sure you already know that. It's this one that we're going to listen to in this video, and without further ado, let's listen to it. Like the first impression that I have on this song is that it's really, really loud, but that's not really an issue. It's interesting. Um, well, it can simply be an issue if it's too loud, but I kind of I think there are parts that I like and parts that I dislike about this song. I don't think the production quality is quite there. I think it sounds a bit like stock sounds being thrown into the song, just kind of boosted in volume, not really feeling like a cohesive unit in the soundstage. It hasn't been mashed or mixed perfectly, I think. That's a bit of a shame. Vocally, I think it's quite interesting throughout, actually. There's like high intensity within the song, which is always great. There's a constant energy. I think the drum machine is kind of very one note at this point because it just kept on looping the same thing throughout. There were small pieces here and there where it actually broke up the pattern, but all in all, it's 95% of the song has the same drum pattern throughout, and there's not really use of fills or kind of variation in terms of rhythm or mood throughout. So it's just very constant, which is a good thing at times, but it becomes a bit too much towards the end there, where you feel like it's the same song as I heard the first minute of it. There's no real variation to that part of it. There are new segments being introduced throughout. I think the breakdown section there at the end is a bit of a switch up. Kind of introduces the pads to be more be the focal point of the song at that part, along with, of course, the vocal, which becomes very center stage and isolated at that section. But then the final chorus, you throw in the drums again, you throw in the kind of overarching beat and the backing atmosphere of that, and it feels very much the same as what you've heard before earlier in the song. It's more just, dance friendly, upbeat. It's fun to listen to without really delving into what makes it like an especially good song, because I don't really consider it to be one. It's competently written for the purpose that it has. It's not doing anything outstanding in my book, and it's not really challenging anything in particular. It's more just, here's an upbeat song, here's something that you can have fun and dance to and sing along to. We're not really gonna do much more with it. That's kind of just the impression that I get from it. It's very bare bones, very just straight to the point, no real fuzz about anything, no real like playful details throughout. There are some like elements here and there that thrown in with different instruments, but it's not something that makes me just like, that I think are very like hooking. Do you call that? Like sound ideas and sounds that interest me and hook me in the listening experience. It's mostly just 3 minutes, kind of constant drum beat, constant energy, just a mood booster, I guess, and then you go on to the next dance anthem in the playlist, and you don't really consider too much about this one. It didn't stand out in that way. Nice little sound design here and there. I think it's maybe not the sound design per se, but like the sound idea. It's very synth reliant, and it's very upbeat in terms of the percussion and how it works with these synths and pads. And I think the vocal in the middle is quite strong as well. I think there's a lot of fun stuff going on with the vocal there towards the end, which could be great on stage if it's performed very, very well. It's going to be challenging, but hey ho, it's probably going to work. But like a main issue though is that it kind of becomes too much of that whole playful vocal arrangement. It's just so many random vocal notes thrown around towards the end there that I'm not really sure if it's going to be a very like pleasing listening experience to have all of them all the time. It doesn't really make all of them stand out because there are too many of them. You need to have a balance between an amount, like quality and quantity, but yeah, speaking of quality and quantity, I think the reviews that I'm putting up on my channel now are just of quantity. But I'm still enjoying just listening to songs, so I will be keeping doing that. Hope you still somewhat enjoy the videos where I go through all of the songs. We've gone through half of the selection from Denmark now, so there are 4 more songs to go, and I hope that you will stick around for those videos as well. And yeah, until I see you in any of those videos, take care of yourselves. Bye for now.